You're not tired from working. You're tired from deciding. And your body knows it better than you do. Imagine an ancestral hunter waking up in a cave. He has energy. His body is ready. But how many decisions does he need to make today? Maybe 10. Where to hunt? How to hunt? What tools to bring? When to return? Where to sleep? Who to share food with? 10 decisions. All important. All with real consequences. But only 10. Now imagine you waking up today. You also have energy. Your body is also ready. But how many decisions do you need to make? 35,000. It's not an exaggeration. Researchers counted. From the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, you make approximately 35,000 decisions. Some are big. But most are small. Which clothes to wear? Which coffee to drink? Which route to take? Which message to answer? Which series to watch? Which food to eat? Which person to call? Which project to do first? And here's the strange thing, your brain treats all these decisions the same way. For your brain, choosing which series to watch is as important as choosing which career to follow. Because your ancestral brain can't differentiate between trivial decisions and important ones. For it, every decision is potentially a matter of life and death. If you like discovering why your body and mind work in ways you never imagined, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any revelation about how you really work. Back then, every decision consumed mental energy. But it was a limited amount of energy for a limited number of decisions. Your brain evolved for that. It had a budget of mental energy. You woke up with 100% of that energy. You made 10 important decisions. Each one consumed a little. But at the end of the day, you still had energy left over. Energy to think about strategy. Energy to solve problems. Energy to connect with other people. But that still doesn't explain everything. Because what happens when you make 35,000 decisions? Your mental energy budget doesn't change. You still wake up with 100%. But now you need to divide that energy among 3,500 times more decisions. Each decision consumes less energy individually. But the total is devastating. Researchers discovered something fascinating about this. They measured brain activity in people making decisions. And they discovered that every decision, no matter how trivial, activates the same neural circuits. The same circuits you'd use to decide whether to fight or flee from a predator. Your brain can't turn off this system. It can't say, this decision doesn't matter, use less energy. It uses the same amount of energy for all. The detail almost nobody notices is that this decision fatigue is as real as physical exhaustion. Researchers measured it. They measured blood glucose levels. They measured brain activity. They measured everything. And confirmed, making many decisions drains your mental energy in a measurable way. It's like running a marathon, but the marathon is happening inside your head. And here the past starts showing up inside modern life very clearly. Your ancestors never experienced this. They never had to make 35,000 decisions in a day. Your body didn't evolve for this. Your brain didn't evolve for this. You're asking a system that was built for 10 decisions to process 3,500 times more. And then you're surprised when you get tired. The most surprising part comes now. When you're in decision fatigue, your brain starts doing strange things. It starts taking shortcuts. It starts using heuristics, quick and dirty rules that aren't always correct. It starts procrastinating. It starts avoiding decisions. It starts making impulsive choices just to get rid of the decision. Because anything is better than continuing to decide. Have you ever noticed how you make worse choices at the end of the day? How you eat worse? How you're less patient? How you make decisions you know aren't good? It's not because you're weak. It's because your mental energy budget has been completely depleted. Your brain is literally out of fuel. What makes this even more complicated is that you've been taught to ignore it. You've been told to just decide or stop overthinking. But you can't turn off the decision-making system. It's not a choice. It's a system that's been running for millions of years. And it doesn't know how to handle 35,000 decisions a day. So when you get home at night and can't even decide which series to watch, it's not because you're indecisive. It's because you've already made 35,000 decisions. Your brain is so tired it can't even process one more. You're in total decision fatigue. The most important detail is that recognizing this changes everything. Because when you understand that your tiredness isn't weakness, but rather the result of an ancestral system being overwhelmed by a modern world, you can start doing something about it. You can start reducing the number of decisions you need to make. You can start creating systems that eliminate decisions. You can start protecting your mental energy. Your ancestors did this naturally. They had routines. They had rituals. They had habits. Not because they were boring, but because they reduced the number of decisions they needed to make. You can do the same. Choose a uniform. Eat the same thing for breakfast. Have a routine. Not because you're boring, but because you're freeing your brain to do what it really does well: solve complex problems, create, connect with other people. And maybe, just maybe, you'll finally have energy for the things that really matter.